Hey everyone, so we have made it to day 5 of my at-home training program, and today we are going to do the leave it cue. And boy, is this a necessary one. If your dog gets into everything or likes to pick up everything on a walk, everything goes into his mouth, then you definitely need this cue. It's one that evolves over time, and your dog will get better and better at it, but you got to practice a lot, and you got to get to the point where you could throw a piece of steak on the floor and your dog wouldn't even move to try and get it. And you've got to get to the point where you can be on a walk with a bunch of distractions going on, and if your dog sees something and wants to go get in his mouth, you can say leave it, and that's it. The dog will stop dead in his tracks and won't even try to get it. But that's going to take time, and like a lot of these commands that you're learning, it's going to take some time and some consistency with training every single day to get these cues to where they're proofed completely, meaning your dog knows them inside and out. So have a good time doing this one. I love leave it. It's really fun, and it's a challenge, and it's another thing that the kids can get into if you want them to. So have fun training. See you guys in the next video. Hi, this is Heather from Sweet Paw Dog Training. Today I'm here with my dog Maggie, and we're going to show you the leave it command. This is a great command for your dog to know if they routinely get into things. If you're out walking and they pick up sticks and you want them to leave them. It's particularly good if your dog's a counter surfer and they get anything, any food or anything that's left on the counter. You can say leave it and they'll be able to get down and not take what they were trying to get. So Maggie's very vocal today, so she must be ready to go. So what I do is I have some treats in this hand. I'm going to hold this hand up to her mouth. Once she stops licking and pawing and trying to get this, I'm going to reward her. And it's very subtle. She might turn away for 1 second, but I'll reward her when she does. So I'm letting her get a good sniff. Good girl. So for about a second there, she pulled her head away. And that's what we're looking for, is that 1 split second, so we can reward that. Good girl. So now I'm going to name it the leave it command. Leave it. Good girl. And that's exactly what you want. You want them to turn their head away. Leave it. Good girl. Leave it. Good girl. Now notice she didn't even go after it this time. And you'll progress to that stage where you'll be able to, have them not even go for it. You also want to keep practicing this with higher value things. So right now we're just using treats. Soon you'll be using chicken or hot dogs or cheese or even a favorite toy of theirs or a bone. You want to get it to the point where you could put a piece of chicken on the floor and they wouldn't even go for it. But you started this with just using your hands. Leave it. Good girl. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put this little pile of treats under my foot and have her leave it that way too. Leave it. Good girl. See, she goes for it for a second. Here it is. Leave it. Good girl. Yes. Leave. Oh, she got her piece. Leave it. Good girl. Yes, good girl. So that's the basics of leave it. Again, there are so many opportunities that you'll have when you can use this command. It's really a great one to know. Thanks, guys. So this is Taffy. This is my brother's dog, and we're going to teach her leave it. She does not know this command yet, but all you do is you put a treat in your hands, close it up, let her smell it, and the second she stops trying to get to it, you're going to reward her. Good girl. So she stopped for just a second, which is what you want. And notice I'm not naming it Leave It yet. Good girl, because I want to get her to do it right a few times before I name it. Good girl. Leave It. Good girl. Leave It. Good girl. So Taffy's picking up on this very quickly. Leave It. Good girl. So to make this more difficult for her, you're just going to use different treats, higher value treats like chicken or hot dogs, and keep practicing it every day with something that's, you know, more important to her, like one of her toys. Leave It. Or, you know, some really good yummy food. Good girl. I'll give you that piece. Good girl. Very good. All right, that's the end of that one.